What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Luminous Life. It's your girl Shamia, aka K Luminosity, aka this my channel, watch my shit. So I have for you today a recap and review for episode 2 of Sisterhood of Hip Hop that aired last night on Oxygen. And this episode, I believe, is called Rap Battles. So how I go about doing my recaps and reviews is that I watch it, or I recap and review as I watch. So I didn't get a chance to watch it last night because your girl was just busy and time got away from me and I had to go to bed because I had to get up early this morning. But that's don't worry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna watch and recap and review as I go. So yeah, let's get started. And I heard this episode was even better than the last. So I'm excited not only to see the bae, Saya, and, you know, my little sister, Brianna Perry. She's not my real little sister. I just feel like me and her have that kind of like little sister, big sister. I feel like if I really knew her in real life, she would be my little sister, you know what I'm saying? Or my big sister, because I think she's actually older than me, but whatever, you know what I mean? She's like a sister, you know what I'm saying? She's cool like that. And then that other bitch, Bia, and the homie, you know what I mean? Naima Supreme, and what is Diamond? She's like, she that bitch. I mean, I mean, like, in all honesty, Diamond is that bitch. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get started with this recap. Again, this is episode 2, Sisterhood of Hip Hop on Oxygen. Rap Battles is the title. Lego. Okay, so the episode begins with Naima Supreme in the studio laying down a track called Downgrade, I believe. And she's laying down some music and putting some music together for her showcase that she's going to have at Tammany Hall, I believe, in New York, for like some fans and listeners and, you know, industry people and things like that. Just to kind of, like she said, you know what I mean? You have showcases to kind of put your music out there, put yourself out there, you know what I mean? Show people what you're working on. So she's doing that. Sounds okay from, you know, whatever. But, and then, so Saya and Diamond come to visit Naima in the studio and whatnot. And, like, there was no shade, like, at all. Like, you know how some people say shade but no shade? This was no shade at all. Saya introduces Diamond to Naima, and she says, "This is Diamond, you know, Diamond of Crime Mob." And it was then that I know it was about to be fucked up. So Saya introduces Diamond to Naima as Diamond of Crime Mob. We'll wait. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with that? We'll wait. So Diamond, I guess, gets a little tizzy. And, you know, in her confession, she's like, Diamond of Crime Mob. Like, I'm not Diamond of Crime Mob. Yes, you are. Let's take a break and let's discuss that. That is something that, like, when I was looking at reviews and, like, recaps and watching the videos and things like that, because I like to watch the kind of videos that I like to make. So, people were like, Diamond attitude was bad. You know, Diamond, like, they talked about the Diamond part at the beginning. Diamond's attitude is bad. Diamond don't want to be known as Diamond of Crime Mob no more, but that's what she's going to be known as, and yada, yada, yada. Which is the truth. Diamond. Boo. If you're watching this, lean in. Listen good. Your name is Diamond. I'm not sure if that's your real name. I don't think it is, but your name is Diamond of Crime Mob. You were in a group for a long time called Crime Mob, so people are going to understand and know you as Diamond of Crime Mob. Okay, now listen. So that's who you are. I mean, do you think Beyonce hates being called Beyonce, formerly of Destiny's Child, or Beyonce from Destiny's Child, or Beyonce, you know, former member of Destiny's Child? You know what I mean? Do you think Kelly Rowland and Michelle, you know, like to be called Kelly from Destiny's Child, Michelle from Destiny's Child? I don't know, but they understand that that's where they came from. That's where they started. That's where they began. That's how they got their careers to where it is now, because of where they started. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like she was ungrateful. You know what I mean? And you saw the ungratefulness from her when she was like, I don't want to be known as Diamond a Crime Mob no more. And when she kind of got the little attitude with Naima, like, Diamond a Crime Mob, bitch, what? And it was like, Naima didn't know that Diamond was in a group. You know what I'm saying? And if she did, it was Crime Mob. I mean, like, you can't be mad at that, boo. Like, get over that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway. And then they're talking and, you know, shooting shit or whatever. And Naima asked about Saya's girlfriend, Renee, spelled Renaye, also known as Miss Guam. She asked about her because the last time Naima saw, or, you know, the first time I think she met her was at Queen of the Ring. And, you know, she had that little, you know, that little look, you know, moment with her. And she asked her, how was she? You know, the last time I seen her, it was a little bit of a, you know, it was a little tension. And, you know, Saya's like, yeah, she's new to the area. You know, it's basically like she's starting all the way over. You know, she don't know nobody here, no family, you know, not really any friends. So, you know, I just got to kind of get her out of the house and whatnot. And she was like, what can I get her? You know what I mean? But, you know, every girl wants diamonds and purses and furs and shit. And she was like, well, I'll just get her a dog. Basically, like, so she can have something to do. So she can have something to do when Saya is at work, like, you know, out working and, you know, recording, doing her thing. You know, so Renee can have something to do and something to take care of and worry about while Saya's away. And they were like, yeah, that's a good idea. It kind of is. I mean, that's kind of the perfect idea. You know, so that's cool. And then, so Naima brings up her showcase, and she was like, well, you know, bring her out to the showcase. You know, we can, you know, talk and get to know each other better and that kind of thing. And it'll give her somewhere to go and something to do, kind of get out of the house. And so I was like, that's perfect. I kind of want to get her out more so she can meet people and things like that. And she also invites Diamond, you know, and she was like, since Diamond is new to New York, she said, you know, if you need somebody to hang out with, somewhere to go, you know what I mean, I can show you the places and the restaurants and the people, you know what I mean, we can chill together, whatever. And Diamond, you know, I assume Diamond thinks that's cool. She was like, yeah, you know, okay, I'll get, you know, we'll get in touch. So it is assumed that they're going to be going to the showcase. So we'll see that probably later on in the episode. So in the next scene, we have Brianna Perry and her mother. Brianna is at a restaurant, I think like at an outside restaurant kind of place. And she's studying and eating, you know, lunch or whatever. And her mom comes up and she says, you know, I wanted to see you. And they, you know, start talking and ordering or whatever. And she says, I want to see you because I booked you a show. And I'm thinking, oh, that's good, right? She says, Brianna's like, oh, you know, is it on the weekends? Assuming that it's for school. Yes, so it is for, you know, she's like, I can't go on Thursday, you know what I mean, because I have a test. And her mama says, okay, let me look it up. You should already know when you are presenting something to your client, like when it is, what it is, all the parameters and information. She had to look it up and confirm that it was on Thursday. Brianna says, I can't do it. I got a test. You know, it's an important part of my grade. You know, I gotta graduate. You know what I mean? This, my last semester, I'm a senior. I'm trying to get done with this and get out of school, you know, and graduate and be done. So, Keith's wife, her mama, says, you know, well, we've already booked it and we're trying to show Atlantic that we are ready and that we are working. You know what I'm saying? So, the only issue I had with that was, like what Brianna said, you knew my calendar. You asked for the syllabus. All the dates are on the syllabus. You should have blocked those out before you started booking things. You know, and if you were booking things, only do it on the weekends when you know she is free. But it wasn't. So it is on a Thursday, and Brianna has that test. And I feel bad for the girl. I mean, she obviously graduated, so you know everything worked out. But your mother should know that, but your manager should really, really know that. You know your dates and your times and when you are not available because this is important to you. So I told y'all last episode that I didn't see it for this mother-daughter working relationship. You know what I'm saying? I see it for their personal relationship, but I just don't see the whole mother-manager kind of thing for them. Especially for them. Other people it might work, but I don't see it working out for them. I hope she works it out, and I hope it works out for her. But yeah, but the girl is working, okay? She's working. She is getting booked, and she is reading the books, okay? She is booked all the way up and through, round and round, okay? She reading the books. She getting booked, okay? And she knows the books. Okay, so in the next scene we have Brianna Perry again, and she is at the beach with her friend Ricky. You know, she said she met him at a party and they just, you know, hit it off, and he's a good person that she can talk to, and you know, he's there for her and that kind of stuff. So he seems like a good dude, cute little outfit, okay, work it out. But they're on the beach, and she says, you know, she needed this relaxing moment just to kind of clear her head a little bit, because I mean, the girl is a full-time student, you know, literally a full-time student, and you know, she has this career and this this like drive for music, and so she's kind of being pulled in a couple different ways, and then trying to deal with Key twice. You know, I can understand she need that. And so she's telling him about her mother booking a show on her midterm day. And her friend Ricky said something like super, super like smart, obvious, but smart. She said that you know, Key Twice is not focused on Brianna's life, just her career. And the only thing I have to say about that is that's what a manager focus is, right? Is your career, okay? You know, your career, it's success and longevity. That is the focus of a manager. Now, yes, you might be friends with your manager. Yes, you might be family, you know, love a friend with your manager. I mean, that happens, but your manager's main focus is and should be your career, okay? The focus of your mother should be the happiness and love and success of your life, okay? The focus of your mother should be your life, okay? And making sure that your life is good and it's working out for the better. But these two people that you should have, that should be separate people, are one person, and your mother's focus is your career, okay? Your manager's focus is your life, so there's nobody there to focus on her career. You get what I'm saying? So, in the end, Brianna has decided that she's going to do the show. Now, how's she going to work that out? We don't know yet. We ain't got to that part. But she decided that she's going to do the show. I'm assuming she might take her midterm early. She might be that kind of smarty pants. I'm not. Okay, I'm going to take it on the day. Maybe the day after, and take that, you know, few point cut on my grade. But okay, I'm not Brianna. Don't look to me as a role model for education just yet. But so yeah, she decided to take the day and, you know, go ahead and do the show. So, you know, we'll see if that works out. Okay, so in the next scene we see Naima Supreme in rehearsal with one of her, like, I guess, dancers, background hype dancer girls, you know, whatever. And then her manager is there, Alex, I think her name was. And it was just a short little scene, and it was just her in a performance, and, you know, getting ready for the showcase at Tammany Hall. And I was thinking, I was like, I never seen a female rapper with like a backup hype girl singer dancer, and it was really, really cute. I'm thinking about it, and like, I can't ever remember seeing something like that before, and that was cool to see. So that was that, and then the next moment we see, Saya and Renee, and Saya surprises Renee with the dog, which is really, really cute, and it had like a little bow on it. It was adorable. So that moment was really, really sweet and seemed really genuine and just nice, all around nice. So in the next moment we see Brianna, Perry, and her friend Ricky. Ricky flew out to New York with her, assuming for the show, and they're just having some drinks and food or whatever at the restaurant, and they're just talking and whatever, and Diamond comes in, and so it's Diamond and Brianna have known each other for a while, just kind of crossing paths through the music industry, and also being, two southern rappers. They kind of known each other for, quite a while. So, they're friends or whatever. So they just talking and, having fun and some drinks and things like that. And so Brianna asked Diamond why she has to, leave, dip out a little early. And Diamond says, well, she's going to meet up with Naima. She was invited, to go out and kind of link up and, meet up with Naima. So she was going to go do that. And it comes, the Diamond from Crime Mob shit comes up again. And she was like, when I first met her, she, didn't know I was from a group and didn't know I was with Crime Mob. And she just was like, oh, you was in a group, Crime Mob? You know what I mean? And she was like, how do you not know? You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you are like me, right? From the South, or you like Southern rap music, Atlanta, that Atlanta crunk music, that kind of stuff, early 2000s, you wouldn't have known either. So, like, I'm not understanding how, like, she can't fathom that people don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I know one Diamond song, okay? I know two whole Crime Mob songs, okay? What? Nook If You Buck and Stilettos Pumps in the Club, okay? The one Diamond song I know was this song called Lot of Money, or Got a Lot of Money. It's a cute little song, but that's the one single song that I know from you. The other two were from you in the group, okay? You and them other niggas. But I don't know anything else from you, Diamond, but that one Lot of Money song, okay? And that was at least 2 or 3 years ago, if not more. So for it to be just kind of unreal, for you not to know that people don't know you, just kind of blows me. But you gonna learn that don't nobody really know you unless they know Crime Mob. So, and for you to not like Naima because she didn't know that you were in a group, or she didn't know that was you, from Crime Mob, you dumb. You know what I mean? That's really petty of you, ma'am, to, treat that girl like that because she didn't know. I mean, it's an honest, slip of the memory. You know what I'm saying? Or she just really didn't know. But, Diamond, get over yourself, boo. Like, as pretty as you are, you have to get over that whole I'm Diamond from Crime Mob, or I don't want to be Diamond from Crime Mob. Pick one. Stick with it. Okay, so after that commercial break, we're back in the restaurant with, what's his name? Ricky, Brianna, and Diamond, and they just kind of talking and, shooting shit and having their little drinks and whatever. And then it goes over to Naima, and she's in, I think it's called Delmonico, and she's waiting on Diamond because they were supposed to meet up and have drinks or whatever and just kind of, get to know each other. Diamond is still with Brianna and Ricky, talking and having fun, and Naima's waiting on her. Okay, so Naima orders her a drink, still no Diamond. I think she orders another drink, still no Diamond. And so she, is like, I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm done waiting. And so she, walks out the door. But before she leaves, she calls Diamond, which I would have done too. And, she says, I took time out of my day or my night to come and, meet you and hang out with you, and you didn't even show up. She didn't even bother to call her or text and, send somebody to drive by, throw a brick through the window with a note on it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. And, she was like, this is a waste of my time. You know what I'm saying? I had stuff I could have been doing, but I chose to spend a little time getting to know you, and you just wasted my time. So she leaves that voicemail. She leaves. And the next little scene, you see Diamond get the voicemail. Okay, so the shady part and the petty part was that she listened to it out loud, right, to Brianna and Ricky, and she's like, who knows you? Nobody knows who you are. You know what I'm saying? They know me. Blah 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 bullshit like that. Big headed bitch, bullshit. So I'm seeing it. I thought I was seeing it for her last season because I was really excited to kind of get, an idea of who Diamond really is. But as I'm seeing it, I'm not interested in what she's serving. Okay, I'm not gonna pick up what she is putting down, and it's just her attitude. I'm a person that goes off vibes and attitudes and like kind of the flow of the moment, and I'm not seeing it right now. Her flow and her vibe is real stank, and I'm not in the mood for any of it. But she did look cute. That was pretty much it. But if I had to be Team Diamond or Team Naima, I'm Team Naima all the way. Okay, and I like Brianna, but Brianna being as level-headed as she seems, she could have been like, Diamond, you need to at least call the girl or text the girl or something. But to just be joking around about it, like, that's not cool. That's not cool. So let's talk about Key Twice drunk ass in this next little scene. So next we see Key Twice, who is Kiki, Brianna Perry's mama, Key Twice, and we see Brianna, and they're getting ready for the show, and they're talking about the music and the set list and all of that stuff and sound and all of that. At the same time, Key Twice is about 9.5 sheets to the wind. She's gone. Okay, we can't focus on Key Twice because she's drunk, and she's like, thank y'all for the liquor, thank y'all for blah blah, just bullshit because she's drunk. Talking about, I need somebody to come in here and take, some shots and have some drinks with me. And Brenda was like, no ma'am. Can you get the people that aren't working right now, that aren't busy, doing the things that you should be doing? Sorry. But, y'all, Key Twice was literally, like they say 10 sheets or 2 sheets or whatever the fuck to the wind. Key Twice was 9.5 of those 10 sheets. And she was gone. Like, you can't listen to nobody that's drunk if you're trying to do something serious. So she was definitely, if she was a manager, she was being very inappropriate. If she was manager Key Twice, very inappropriate. Mom Key Twice, annoying. But that's it. And so again, we see Naima kind of getting ready for the show, getting her hair done or whatever, and checking in on things with her manager Alex. But in that scene, you don't see Naima doesn't look really happy. She just looks real like tired and stressed. So she doesn't look really happy. But they're going over the stuff for the show and logistics and things like that. So next we see Key Twice, drunk ass, and Brianna getting ready for the show still. Talking about outfits and wear this and wear that. And Brianna was like, no mom, that is regular, everyday wear. That is not like a show outfit. And, Key Twice is asking her a whole bunch of drunk ass questions, and Brianna was like, Mom, we got it. We got it. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't help me and you drinking and not paying attention and not focused on what we doing. So anyway, Key Twice gets a little perturbed, and you know, she kind of leaves. She's like, oh yeah, I don't need me, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Okay, so next we see Saya and what's her name, Renee, aka Renee, aka Miss Guam. We see them going into the bar for the showcase. We also see Bia and Fam going into the bar to see the showcase because Bia is there to see BP, otherwise known as Brianna Perry. You know, they're friends, I guess. She goes to see her in the show. So Bia's back after like 30 minutes of being into the show. She's back. And what else? Renee got her hair done. Okay. It was, to me, it was cuter before. But it's definitely different. One, it's black. Two, it's long. It's cute. Like, it's definitely not ugly. It's definitely cute and it looks really nice. I think she looks cuter with short, like the short hair. But, you know, whatever. She got her hair done and Saya was like, yeah, me and Renee here, you know, she got her hair done. She like that weave shit. That's because you got long hair, long, pretty, curly, you know, whatever hair, and it's cute. But yeah, so next we see Bia and Saya talking, and they're like, you know, we need to get in the studio, we need to do some freestyle, some music, and, you know, work together or whatever. You know what's gonna happen next, right? You know what? I told y'all, like, these ups and downs with these girls, like, one moment you like them, the next minute they get on your nerves, and it's just a roller coaster ride of crazy. So next we see, you know, so Saya and Bia were talking about the freestyle and, you know, whatever, like working together. And so, you know, whatever. Saya asked Renee, she was like, well, you want to go sit over, you know, with the girls, Naima and them are here, you know, whatever. And Renee's like, no, I'm good. I'll stay here. I'm good, right? She said it with her mouth. The words came out. She said, I will stay here. I'm good. You know, I'm good, right? I'm not going to go over there. Okay? So what's Saya going to do? Sit here and y'all going to look at each other, you know, for the whole show? No, she's going to mix. She's going to mingle. She's going to network. She's going to, you know, be herself, I guess, you know. So, you know, she's walking around, you know, giving daps, kissing and hugging, you know, kissing the babies and all of that shit. She's just, you know, mixing, mingling, networking. And so she makes her way over to the girls. So Naima and not Naima, to Diamond, and, you know, I think Brianna and Naima are over there too, I think, if I can remember right. But, you know, so she's talking to them. She's like, these dresses are dope. Y'all look good. You know what I mean? Y'all got the body for it. You know, and they're like, you got the body for it. Which she does. Like, if you've seen Saya, like, she's skinny. She just wears, like, big ass clothes. Anyway. And so you can see, like, they kind of pan over, and you can also, like, see kind of in the background, you see Renee kind of, like, you know, like, rolling her eyes and giving, like, this sourpuss ass look and attitude. And she says in her confessional, she's like, why are you, you know, doing all this without me? You know, I could be your arm candy. Walk around with me. Do this kind of, you know, be with me. Like, I'm here too, you know, pay attention to me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait a minute, pause. Did Saya not just ask you, did you want to come over? You know what I mean? Did you want to go over with her? You said no. So what is she going to do but be herself, mix, mingle, and network? You know what I mean? What good is it going to be to sit there and look at you, you know, in a bad attitude the whole night? That's not going to work. Okay, so when we come back, we see Brianna about to take the stage, and her mama in the booth with the DJ, not the DJ, but the sound guy, and, you know, whatever. Brianna comes on stage, and her sound is, for lack of a better word, shit. It is bad. The mic is too low, the music is too loud, the music is too low, the mic is too loud. It's like, it's just, it wasn't good. I could swear I remember her saying that they needed to do a sound check or, you know, a music check, but Key Twice was, you know, 9 sheets to the win. At this point, when, you know, the performance happened, she's about like 30 sheets to the win. So she drunk. Talking about, and then when Brianna gets off the stage, gonna talk about, you know, he up there drunk and he don't know what he's doing, and me and Brianna, but Brianna says that, you know, like, you saying the sound man was drunk? I could have sworn I saw you with the happy juice. I mean, that's why the mama was like, well, you gotta have a sound guy, you gotta have, you know, somebody with the sound and somebody with the mics. And yes, that's what a manager does. That is your job, to get those people in order. Okay, like, if that means that you gotta miss a couple shots of hen, like, you gonna have to, you know, forego taking a few shots to make sure that your client, you know, who is your daughter, like, you should want the best for her, but you too busy, you know, doing other shit. So anyway, side note, can we talk about Brianna's hair? She is such a pretty girl, but whoever is doing her hair, her makeup is always good, but whoever is doing her hair in them damn confessionals, whose idea was that blue shit? Whose idea was that red shit looking like what Trey Melvin said? What did he say? Looking like a low battery. That red hair looking like a low battery. And that blonde, like, the blonde is probably the best, you know, hair that I've seen her, you know, have in her confessional so far. But that blue shit, not working. That red shit, low battery. I think she looks the best in her, like, kind of natural hair. The one she had on stage, that kind of short, the bob with the blonde and brown and, you know, whatever mix. Like, that was really cute. That is probably the cutest, you know, colorway, her hair, colorway, like some shoes. That is probably the cutest, like, color her hair could be, you know, in length and style. That's really, really cute, and it fits her. That blue shit and that red shit got to go. If anything, where the blonde, you know, the platinum blonde, you know, hair, but that other shit, boo. Boo. As I get more light, as it gets later in the day. Weird. Texas, not here for it. Okay, so next we see Naima getting ready, and as Brianna walks off the stage, she's like, I hope my shit don't sound like Brianna. And that's no shade. That is the truth. Okay? You don't want to sound like the other girl who just got off stage who mic sounded like garbage. You want yours to be better because you, fingers crossed at a sound check, like, you know, your manager suggested. That's the kind of manager that Brianna needs, but she has to, you know, fall before she can get up, right? No. You have to walk before you can run. So right now she's walking. She might be jogging a little bit, but so she'll get it and she'll be able to run. So then we see Naima going up on stage. So next we see Naima going up on stage, and she looks really cute, like with the fitted hat and the two fishbone, you know, braids or whatever. You know, cute little outfit. She looks cute. Her mom is there. You know, her friends and stuff are there. And then she gets on stage. You know, she says a little whatever. And she says, you know, y'all know who run this. Don't get it twisted. Just, you know, talking, whatever, on stage. And then you hear, like, the little confessional from Diamond talking about, how do you run this city and nobody knows you? Nobody hating. Like, that's what you call hateration in this dancery. Like, hate. That is pure hate. That ain't shade. That is hate. Okay? Because more people know Naima. I am sure of it. Like, I bet money on it that more people in New York especially know Naima than they know you. Okay? You can put two pictures of people and two pictures of the two of y'all side by side and ask like 100 New Yorkers, and I'm sure that 99 of them know Naima before they know you. I mean, let's be honest, like, the only way they know you is from Crime Mob, and you don't want to be a part of that, remember? Hey, like, quit hating Diamond thing. Okay, so Naima's set was good, you know what I mean? Her little dance was cute, and her dancers was doing their little thug thistle. And you see Diamond in the corner being a little petty bitch, on her phone and not paying attention, rolling her eyes and shit. And so you hear Brianna say in her, confessional from the moment, and she says, I went on after. I went on. You see Brianna, say in a confessional, she says, I went on before her, and her sound was crystal clear. So obviously it was something else going on, when it came to her sound. Obviously her mama wasn't paying attention and not being a manager. That's it. I'm sorry, boo, but that was your mama's fault. You know what I mean? You trusted her with that and she failed. So, yeah. And then after Naima's set, that went really good. It was really cute, really nice, great. Okay, so you see Saya, and she goes looking for Renee, and Renee had her moment again, and she says, I just want to go home. Give me a cab ride home. That's the least you could do. I'm tired of walking around, looking like a lonely, looking lonely and alone. And, Saya's like, well, what's wrong? Like, what are you talking about? What is wrong? And she's like, I've been walking around by myself and I'm alone and you didn't care and all this bullshit. Okay, so, yeah, they get into their little, tiff, and Renee asks for her passport and her money, basically her ID and her money, because she wants to go home. Home. And so, she gives her her stuff, and she leaves. Renee leaves and, hops in the cabs and, drives off. So, obviously Saya stays. So she was like, talking to Diamond about it, and Diamond was like, well, you don't need nobody holding you back, which, she's right. She's kind of holding her back. Obviously, they work their shit out in real life because, they still together and whatnot. And I think they're married. I'm not sure if they've been married for a little while or if they like that whole, like, this my wife kind of shit. But, yeah, so they obviously work their shit out in real life, present day. But, yeah, so, Saya says that she, wants to go home and pack all her stuff and leave, go back to LA, California. So we'll see how that plays out. I wish them the best. It's just that jealousy is a bitch. Like they say, karma's a bitch. Jealousy is a bitch too. Like, once you're jealous, you're always jealous. Okay, so the episode ends with Brianna Perry and Keith Twice kind of, butting heads about the show and, excuse me, my shirt, the sound and how it all went. And Brianna was upset. She was pissed about, how her set went. And it could have went way better if her mother was focused and, really worried about it manager-wise, doing the manager type shit. But she wasn't. So, Brianna was pissed, and rightly so. So she says, I need a break from my manager, not my mom, but my manager. And, she leaves. And that's probably the best thing she could do is take a break. Like, if you want to keep her around as your manager, you kind of got to take a step back sometimes, and you got to kind of get her right manager-wise. You can't get your mama right. Your mama's going to be your mama, like, for however long, but you kind of got to get her right, when it comes to being your manager, because your career depends on it. So overall, this episode was something else. It was pretty intense. So my favorite moments from the episode was when Saya got Renee the dog. That moment was really, really cute and really, really nice and just kind of lighthearted and cute, you know what I mean? More lighthearted than the rest of it, but I liked that moment. And then I also liked the moment between Brianna and Ricky on the beach, her just kind of having a little fun. Those are my favorite moments. My least favorite moments was Diamond as a whole. This episode, I couldn't take it. Like, I literally wanted to slap her and be like, bitch, don't nobody know you. To go from last episode to this episode, like, Diamond, my rating of Diamond definitely decreased. Like, it just, this episode, she was just terrible, like, attitude, terrible personality. Like, it was just bad this episode. You know, and I saw it for her so much last episode, and I saw it for her so much last episode. We'll see next few episodes. I think next episode is gonna be when I think they all going out to eat or something, and you know, her and Naima are kind of get into it a little bit. You know, a little verbal scuffle. But we'll see. Diamond gotta correct that attitude. She gotta come correct with people. Like, And we didn't even see. We saw Bia for like 3 whole minutes this episode, so maybe she'll get a little screen time. I don't really care that much. You know, maybe the more I see her and the more they show her, you know, we learn about her. Maybe I'll see it for her, but I just, you know, she been in like 5 whole minutes, like 3 minutes this episode. So more this episode than last, and last was like the like introduction. So we'll see when it comes to Bia, but the rest of them, I don't know. They got drama in their lives, and I don't have time for it, Jesus. But Diamond got to do better. She's got to do better. Like, her attitude was like real, like, disgusting this episode. And I just, and Key Twice, girl, you finna lose a client, and you finna lose your daughter, okay? But more importantly, you're finna lose your daughter, but you're gonna lose a client too. So you just gonna have, you know, yourself if you don't get it right. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But that's it. That is your recap and review. You know, it is what it is. Of episode 2 of Sisterhood of Hip Hop on Oxygen. Catch it every Tuesday, 9/8 Central, on your local cable channel, whatever. So let's do the acronym of the video, which is always inspired by the amazing chocolate little dumpling that is KidFury. His links are always in the description. The acronym of the video is going to be B-I-G. No. B-I-G-I-G-B. So B-I-G-I-G-B. Big Igab. And that is, bitch, I'm grown. I got bills.